Alright fellas, I got a pretty cool little trick to show you guys today, and I don't know if this will eventually patch or not. I would assume so, but as of recording this video, which today is Wednesday, April the 10th, you can currently farm the snitch bounties pretty much indefinitely. And why this is such a good farm is because you can not only get up to like 75 high ends per hour, with about 20% of those being 500 gear score, but this farm will also allow you to farm the in-game currency as well as field proficiency caches. And the field proficiency caches can drop you the apparel event keys. So if you don't have all the items from the apparel event, this is also a good method to get those. Now let me just state right off the bat here that I did not come up with this farm. I found this through streamer and clanmate of mine, SolidFPS. I'll leave a link to his Twitch channel in the description. So go check him out. He's got an awesome stream and just a really cool dude. So yeah, I just wanted to give credit where credit is due. Like I said, he's the first one I saw talking about this. So basically the farm is going to consist of you finding the snitch and accepting the bounty he offers you, and as soon as you accept it, you want to log out and log back in. Once you log in, you go back to the snitch and he's going to drop you another bounty. You can do this indefinitely as of right now, and depending on what you have your game installed on, this could take as little as like 15 to 30 seconds going back and forth and just getting as many bounties as you can. I have mine on an NVMe drive, which is actually faster than an SSD, so it loads really fast. But if yours is on like a hard drive or like just a PS4 or Xbox, this might take a little longer. But yeah, if you don't know who or what the snitch is, he is an NPC within the game. It pops up at random locations and he will drop you bounties for free. To do bounties, you usually have to have target intel, but by getting them from the snitch, they're just automatically ready for you to do. And you can see the bounties here. You just go to the map, tab over to the right, and you'll see all of the bounties. You'll see here all the snitch bounties I have. And to activate the snitch bounties, you simply click on them and activate it. I believe the snitch bounties cap at like 15, so once you get 15, what you want to do is just clear out a couple of them and come back and farm the bounties again. Just make sure you log out before you start doing the bounty. That's very important. He will change locations if you go do the bounty right after receiving it from him. It's also important to note that he can be in a completely different location for you than he is for me. But I have found him at this location several times. This is right outside of the 1040 safe house. And a cool thing about this location actually is if you can farm him here, the route that you take to get to him, you will pass these little backpacks and they can drop like little rare trinkets like the small diamonds and the silver bracelets. I know in my last video I did about how to get the hex wrenches. There were a lot of you in the comments asking, how do I get small diamonds or how do I get silver bracelets, as well as just other random little trinkets. So this is just another good reason why this farm is so good right now. But as I was saying earlier, you can get so many 500 gear score items this way. Currently, the other best method to get consistent 500 gear score drops is by going into the occupied dark zone. And I know a lot of people hate going into the dark zone, especially if you play solo. So this is going to be the best method for getting high gear score drops without having to set foot in the dark zone. I was planning on doing a video for the best method to get 500 gear score items. And when I was taking notes of all the drops I was getting from all the other activities like control points and missions, it was just really inconsistent, the quality of drops I was getting. I would get like 480 gear score drops from doing level 3 control points. So yeah, this is going to be the best way to get 500 gear score items, other than going into the dark zone, obviously. I've been doing this for about 2 hours today, and I was consistently getting 2 to 3 500 gear score items every run. As well as like 5 to 6 497 to like 499 high ends, which honestly are just as good as 500 gear score items. The main difference between the 497s and like the 500 gear score items is going to be the intrinsic armor or damage values, but it's pretty negligible, so it's really not that big of a deal. So yeah, I was averaging like 8 to 9 high ends every run, which I was able to do in about 8 to 10 minutes on average, so you do the math. It's definitely more lucrative to do the challenging and heroic bounties though. I eventually just started ignoring the normal and hard bounties he was dropping me and only accepting the challenging and heroic ones. That's another tip from Solid, by the way, so yeah, thanks again, Solid. You can see what the difficulty of the bounty is by pressing whatever interact is on whatever platform you're playing on. PC it's F, but yeah, just check to see what the difficulty is before you pick it up. In addition to getting a shit ton of high ends though, this is probably the best way to farm for the in-game currency and just general XP for your field proficiency caches, which like I said can also drop the apparel event keys. So if you haven't gotten all of the items yet, this is going to be perfect for you. You can see here that the challenging bounties are going to award you with about 7k EE credits, and the heroics are going to give you about 8.5. not counting the items you get that you just don't need or want. You can just take back to the safe house or wherever you are. You can sell them and get even more credits. I've been doing this for a little over 2 hours now, and I already have over 200,000 credits. So yeah, this is just an insane farm. And like I said, I don't know how long it's going to last, so they're probably going to patch it. So you might want to get in there and start farming this while you can. Oh, and I know someone is going to ask this. Let me just say this right now. You can solo the heroic bounties. I've been doing this all afternoon, and it really is not that difficult. In fact, I'll leave some gameplay of me soloing one at the end. Because I know there's going to be some 12-year-old in the comments saying, oh, me and like 3 of my friends weren't even able to do it as a 4-man squad. There's no way you soloed it. So, yeah, I don't even really have that insane of a build at the moment either. So, yeah, you can definitely do this solo or within a group. It doesn't matter. It might actually be worth it to do it with a couple friends. That way you can all stack a bunch of heroic or challenging bounties just to give you a better odds at getting the harder difficulty bounties. It seems to be about 1 in 6 or so he'll drop a heroic. But that's just been my experience. But yeah, that's the farm, guys. Like I said, it's pretty crazy. You can get so much good shit from doing this, so go do it before they patch it. You're going to want to get as many of the in-game currency as you can, though, because recalibrating and crafting in World Tier 5 is very expensive. That's why I was broke as fuck before I started doing this. And yeah, I'll just give another shout out to Solid again. Thank you for letting me know about this. I mainly play solo, so going into the Occupied Dark Zone with just an unoptimized, low gear score build, solo just is not fun. It can get pretty frustrating. And I actually really enjoy the PvE in this game. And the bounties are especially fun to me because it's a new location, a new faction, and a new boss every time. So yeah, this is a pretty cool farm. But yeah, again, go check out Solid's Twitch channel in the description. Like I said, he's got an awesome stream. Awesome dude. But yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, consider dropping a like on it because it does help me out. And drop a comment if you're having an issue getting the farm going. Like I said, he does show up in random spots around the map, but I have found that he does show up like around and outside of the safe houses. So just check all the safe houses, and he's usually somewhere around a safe house. You'll see the green question mark text when he's around. So yeah, just go to that and you should find him. But I've rambled enough. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see some more Division 2 content from me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.
like you earned yourself another bounty. Well done.